And so today we're going to learn how to hide the intention so that you don't get caught often as you do. And the technique we're going to be using is actually the outside turn. And the player that you might look up to in this case might be Thiago Alcantara, who most recently retired. And he used to be really good at this technique where he's hiding the intention until the very last moment and he turns out with his outside. So let's just go over it. Pretty windy here, so don't mind my hair. But anyway, let's go. So the reason why you get caught, most likely, as the ball's coming, you are probably doing one of these. So from the defender's perspective, if I'm coming from behind you, it might be very easy for me to read. So again, the motion is that I talked about this game is pattern recognition and anticipating the pattern. As you get better and better, or as you play higher level, the players have seen a lot of this to turn outside. So this is why it becomes very easy to read. So how do we hide the intention? Well, we have to wait for the ball to come back to me until the very last second, okay? We're not looking to shape up here even before the ball gets to me and then turn out, because that's when you get caught. Because there's a lot of time between your shape up to that touch. So again, let's try and wait for the very last second and then turn here like this. Try that one more time. Just wait until the ball comes to you all the way. There. Okay? Stand still, just relax, wait for the ball to come to you, and then you touch out. So even from just that technique, we have already reduced the time between my shape up to the contact. And that's going to be helpful. But how do we make that extra spicy, which is the point of this video? As the ball is coming, you can see Thiago Alcantara doing a little hop to touch out. Now the skip, the vertical jump doesn't have to be high. It really depends on how much time you need for that ball to come to you. But if I do it, say, from here, then of course I would need a little more air time for me to, land and wait for the ball to actually get to me. But if you're doing it at the very, very last moment, you don't need much. You just go there, this motion. Again, so this one is all in the plan first. So as you jump, there, you gotta finish a little wider and go out to the side. Obviously, depending on how you want to turn this, you can take a slight different contact where the ball can go actually around the defender, or we can take the touch laterally, which is totally okay too, depending on the situation. But now, just focus on the plant foot, there to there. You can see how it's getting wider, so that way I can be more explosive. Now, how about the right foot? Because if I'm going to plant my foot here, this balance is going to be really important. And that's where the right foot comes in. So the right foot, if you look at it, it's out wide on the first initial jump. And then as you land, you come in to take the touch. Now, there might be a few different reasons, but one of the biggest reasons why I think this is important, the feet getting wide. The reason why I think that is important is because if the right foot follows my plant foot as I skip to the side, look how my upper body travels. Then the line of the ball actually is exposed, which means the defender can come straight through. However, if I go wider, my upper body can stay relatively, my body can stay in line with the ball. But again, if my plant foot follows, I'm exposing it. So there, it's still here. So in case anybody wants to come through, I'm still here, right? So the end, there, in, and touch out. Reason why we want to get wide with the plant foot. One, we obviously talked about this is to be explosive when I touch the ball out. But two, if I don't get wide enough, there's no space for my right foot to come in to take the outside touch. One, it's not in an angle for me to be explosive. Two, there's not enough space for this foot to come in to take the touch out fast. So we have to create that space by taking the plant foot out wide, space, touch. To keep it really more efficient, what you want to do is you don't want to come all the way in here next to the plant foot, because again, that space, as you get higher and higher level, that little space is so, so crucial. You want to stay relatively close to the ball. See if I can do it. And the last tip is actually the shoulders. Our shoulders have to move in order to make this really effective. So lean to the side as the ball is coming, lean to the side, and then you get out. Now, because it's going to be happening so quick, you might not be able to lean as much as when we do, such as step overs or scissors, but you have to quickly drop here, right? If you're going 50-50 in terms of body balance, body weight, you want to go from 50-50 to 90-10, right? You want to go that motion to take that touch. Again, it's just about quick leaning to one side of the body and touch out. So this is how we are going to be hiding the intention until the last moment. Get back to the point. One of the reasons why you were getting caught on the turn, especially on the outside turn, is because you're shaping up your body and then you're turning, right?